Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we're going to do another tutorial on POQ. Okay, so for this question, they gave us information on the bicycle manufacturer. Okay, how do we know that what kind of formula that we're going to use? Is it POQ? Is it quantity discount? Is it normal EOQ? So the clue is to look for if it's involved assembly of parts. For this example, they give a bicycle in which they have information on the parts, okay? The production of the parts, and then the rate of assembly the parts. And another clue is here. They ask us on the economic production quantity, and then we know that it's a POQ. Okay, and then when they ask us on the maximum inventory level, for sure is related to POQ, because POQ only have the IMAX in the TC, okay, the total annual cost. Okay, so we know that this question is automatically POQ. So for POQ, we're going to use this formula to find the Q, and then we need to find the IMAX first before we can find the total cost, okay, because we need to know the IMAX. Okay, let's start. So from this information here, we've tried to find something that we're familiar. For example, okay, 150, we know it is a setup cost, okay, it's the S. And then holding cost here, okay, RM 10 ringgit per year, so this is H. Okay, what are the information that we can see here? They're saying that they have 2 forming machine for the parts. And then the daily production for the forming machine is 250. So for daily means that for a day production, if you have 2 machine, 2 times 250, you get 500 a day parts. Okay, and then we have another information on the 100 unit use daily to assembling the final product. So the one is the usage rate, daily usage rate. So 100 per day. And now we want to know which one is P and which one is U. Okay, as a rule of thumb, okay, P always larger or bigger than U, because we need to produce more parts rather than the assembly, because we don't want any parts. Sometimes we have to reject the parts. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have larger P value than U. So for this case, if we want to know which one is P and U, so 500 per day, we automatically know it is P. And then U is the 100 per day. Okay, now, next we need to find D. How to find the annual demand? Okay, since we have U here, U is considered as the daily demand. Okay, so now we have working days, 250 working days. So we for sure can find the annual demand in which U, okay, the usage rate per day, in which they assembly the bicycle. So times the working days is 250, so we have 25,000, okay, for the annual demand. Okay, now we want to calculate the economic production quantity using this formula, and we already have all the information. Okay, and then we plug in into the formula the value. So we have 968.2, and for this case we need to round up, so it becomes 969. And then the next question asks us on the maximum inventory level, in which the IMAX. Okay, so we have Q 969, so we plug in the value, and the answer is 775.2. We need to round up to 776. Okay, and then next they ask us on the annual cost, okay, the annual inventory cost. So we have the IMAX value here, 776. So we have the Q 969, so we plug in all the value, and we get 7,749 ringgit and 97 cents. Okay, and then the question extend, and then they give us information on the demand decreasing 20%. From the earlier one is 25,000 we calculated, so it decreased. Okay, and then one of the forming machine has breakdown, means that the P value going to change. Okay, so we look at the new D, new demand, since it's decreasing 20%. So from 25,000, we get 20,000. And then for the p-value, new p-value, it's going to be one only, one left, the forming machine, the other one is breakdown. So 1 times 250, so you get 250 per day. And then we need to calculate the new, okay, the new Q, I max, and then the total cost. Okay. So for the new Q, what have been changed? The D here have been changed. And then the S is still the same, the H is still the same, and remember they changed the new P, okay? The P become 250. Alright, the U have no information on any changes, so it remain the same as 100. Okay, so we apply the value, so we get 999.2, we need to round up to 1000. And then we need to find the I max, okay? Using the Q as 1000, and then for IMAX we get 600, and then at the end we need to calculate the total cost. Okay, so apply in all the values, so we get at the end RM 6000, okay, for the total cost. Okay, the next question asks us, based on the answer in the P, in which the scenario before, in which they have the decreasing and everything, okay, here, verify whether the operation is efficient or not. Okay, this is the one when they have change, okay, decreasing and other things, okay, and the one machine left. And this is the earlier one that we calculated with 2 machine, and the annual demand is 25,000, so we get total cost is 7,749.97. So we have two value here. So when they ask us whether the operation is efficient or not, yes. Because why? Because the inventory cost has decreased from 7,749 ringgit 97 cent to 6,000. Okay, so that's what they are looking for in this question. And then they have more on this question. They ask us to calculate economic order quantity for the dealer. Means that the manufacturer have completed, and manufacturer will use the POQ, and this is the dealer, means the one that going to distribute the bicycles. So there's no P involved, U involved, because they are not doing the assembly. So they just marketing, or they just selling the bicycle. So they only use the simple EOQ. Okay. So the annual demand is D, okay, 22,500, and then the ordering cost is the S, RM 50 ringgit, and the holding cost is 250. Okay, since this is regarding about the dealer, okay, or the seller of the the bicycle, so they're using the normal EOQ. So we have Q is 95. Okay, so I think that's all from me now. So you need to read the question carefully, and then what are the information given, and then what the information that they need from you. Okay, so from this case, it's no longer POQ, but it's normal Q, because you're talking about the dealer of the bicycle. So since P, production rate, and the usage is not used here, so it's going to be a normal EOQ. Alright, so I hope you understand my explanation, and I hope to see you again. Alright, thank you.